Hello and welcome to Citrus K-Night Gaming. Citrus here. Today I decided we'd pull out one of the oldies to have a look at. Might and Magic 7 for Blood and Honor. This game originally released in 1999. I remember when it released. I started playing the Might and Magic games with the first one, which the first one originally released in '86, but I didn't end up playing it until the early 90s. But once I started playing them, I loved all the Might and Magic games and the Heroes of Might and Magic games, the first 5 or so, but the Might and Magic games have always had a special place, so I just really enjoy them. So I have prepped a game very early on in the game, but we will jump in and have a bit of a look around, show you some of the mechanics, how the game works. So this is a party-based RPG with simple but solid systems. So we've got obviously your stats here, which refer to that. Those are your resistances, and very clearly tells you all. At a quick look, you can sort of see everything that's going on. These skills, you can learn more skills by visiting various locations. For example, this guy we've got as a paladin. So there is 9 classes, I believe, in this, and some of them are combination classes, some of them are purely focused on, like for example, Sorcerer is purely focused on magic. You get a fighter and knight and things like that. So, but a paladin's a mixed class between a knight and a cleric. And depending on what class they are or what skills they can learn, and also how far they can learn a skill. So on the 4th level of a skill, the 7th level and the 10th level, you can get an upgrade. So at level 4 you can train to expert, level 7 to master, and level 10 to grand. Now the reason the grand is yellow is you need a promotion to the next tier of your class. So for example, he's currently a paladin. Once you achieve a certain objective, you can then train to the next level, which unlocks the yellow coloured abilities. Red means they cannot learn that high. So Armist Master, he's limited to expert level. You can keep putting points in there, so there's no limit of how many points you are, but you can't unlock the bonuses at the higher levels. So when it comes to selecting weapons and armor, you obviously, it's a good idea to go for what the class is strong at. So we've We've got, I said, very low level at the moment. I specifically just started this game just to sort of show a bit of the early game. You've got armor slots in terms of boots, armor, helmet, shield, weapon, bow on the back, and boots, which he doesn't have yet. And then in here you've got slots for gloves and rings and amulets, and little rewards for pretty much just what you've achieved in the game. We've got food. Food is for when you're camping out in the wilderness, if you will. Use up food for that, which is the rest here. So rest and heal 8 hours, uses food. Waiting doesn't use food. Also travelling between areas uses food. You've got these are all just NPCs in the town here. In this particular one, and because this is 7, in this particular one, I have been through the first area. This is the sort of first area is a bit of a easy sort of quick lead in to the game, and then starting off here, this is going to be eventually our castle. At this stage I've already cleared the goblins out of it, and then from here we've got to go south to the dwarves and do a bit of stuff, and then they will repair the castle. That's our current quest, and then start playing with a bit of diplomacy with the nearby nations. So this is, because this is Might and Magic, it is in the same universe as Heroes of Might and Magic games, so Arathia. Same monsters, same races, things like that. You've got current quests shown there. You've got auto notes. These are really handy. Things like where certain trainers are, what certain fountains do, obelisk notes, which I haven't got any of yet. So that's where it says, I believe, is where the, oh no, that's, I haven't found any says yet. Instructors, it says master instructor of the staff, blah blah blah, found in the Bracada Desert on a ridge in the southwest region. So that's great little notes. There's different coloured barrels. The auto notes, once you use them once, will tell you what they what bonus they give, and this is a permanent bonus. So you know, when this guy doesn't need intellect for a paladin, so that's why it's so low. And because I do like all the Might and Magic games, all the way through up to definitely up to 8. 9 had a lot of issues, a lot of bugs. Definitely wasn't a perfect game by any means, but I still occasionally enjoy it. But probably of all of them, 7 and 8 are the two that I go back and play the most. Honourable mention to 6. 6 is a very good game as well. I tried 10, which is the Ubisoft one, which came out in about 2014. Personally, for my feeling, it didn't hit the right notes, but that's just me. So the difference between this and 8, or most of them and 8 went a little bit different way, because here you have a fixed party of 4, which most of the Might and Magic games, you have a fixed party of 4, and these 2 slots you can get assistants, if you will. So you've got your 4. We'll go and we'll see if. So, for example, we can hire this guy, and we'll look at more information. So, all map crossings 2 days faster, minimum 1 day. He also takes 2% of all gold you find. No upfront hire fee. Some of them have an upfront hire fee as well. So the great thing about having these is if there are skills you cannot get Grandmaster on, like for example Disarm Trap, obviously a very important skill. The Thief can get it up to Grandmaster once they get promoted, but can get up to Master at the Thief level. Obviously very important. Another very important one is Perception, which the Archer can get up to Grandmaster once he's promoted as well. The Archer is actually a combo class between 2 of the other classes. I believe it's I can't remember actually. I wonder if it says. No, it doesn't say. Sorcerer is one of them, so I can't remember the other one. Obviously Archers are good at bows, which is nice, but Archers can learn all the elemental schools of magic, and once they're promoted they can learn it up to a master level. So in this party I've actually gone no full-on sorcerer, which a lot of the times I will have a full-on sorcerer or high-level spellcaster. When I was building this party I was tempted to grab a druid, but ended up going for paladin, monk, thief and archer. Right at the moment my monk skills are still, dodging is quite low, so have armor on, but once you get dodging up high enough, no armor, and you get nice bonuses, and then once you get up to Grandmaster you can start wearing leather as well. So which I don't often take a monk in this, so I thought might as well give it a try on this playthrough. I've played through this probably way too many times, but the game's been out for 23 years, nearly 24, so there's been plenty of time to play it. So yeah, so getting these can help for fill gaps with your heroes that you can't can't fill with the classes you choose, because I'm pretty sure that none of these can get a Grandmaster level of item identify. So getting a NPC with good item identify bonuses, that would be potentially, something I could look at late game. You can always take them to like a blacksmith or an armorer for identification. There's also magic shops and that you can use for identification, but of course it's nice if you don't have to pay for that, if your heroes can do it themselves. But for example, this one, we've got 2 points bonus to Arms Master skill for all characters, and takes 3% of all gold you find. What do we get over here? More information. 6 point bonus to Perception skill for all characters. Normal takes 3% of all gold you find. That is quite nice. Quite nice. So how that works is that gives him plus 6 points there. So that means 10 points, obviously, and that's really strong until you get to the the Grandmaster level, in which case Grandmaster 100% chance of success. So but yeah, so we've got a that one is one I'll definitely keep in mind. With allocating points now, I purposely left some points unallocated on this guy. With the point allocation, it costs 1 more than whatever that is. So obviously that, to go up to the next level, will cost 3. So we'll throw 1 in learning and 1 in shield. I'm pretty sure I allocated the rest of the points. I sure did. Okay. Picked up journal fragment. So the combat, you have 2 options. You either have real-time combat or turn-based combat, where you can go into turn-based mode and then attack and cast spells. You can cast spells from your spell book. You can also set spells to quick spells, which means default key is A, but A is your auto attack. So you can set A is your auto attack, S is your quick spell, I believe, from memory. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, okay, sorry, cast ready is S, attack is A. Quick cast is S, and then actually opening your spellbook to cast is C. You can B to pass, and then so while you're in turn-based mode, you can turn freely. You can craft, mix potions,
the perfect mix,
like so. You learn spells from books which you can buy or find. You have to have the correct corresponding school of magic. So there's the elemental schools, there's light, dark, clerical schools, schools of magic and all that. You've got your basic colours of potions in terms of the basic reagents. So you've got red, blue, green, yellow, and then once you start mixing potions, you start getting like the basic colors do basic stuff like green's not a basic color, that's a mix, which gives awaken. Blue is restore mana, red is restore health, and then if you mix coloured potions, you get the like these, which do awaken, cure disease. You've got catalysts, which increase the strength of potions, and then once you have a high enough alchemical skill, which none of my characters have, so I won't be able to do it to show you, but you can start mixing these with these and these with these again, and then you get a striped potion, which again does different things again. And once you've done each potion once, it gets recorded in your auto notes, so you can work out in here how to brew all the harder potions. Got maps, so this is just one region, which is the Harmondale region, and then there is, I can't remember exactly how many regions there are on this. All the Might and Magic games have quite a few different regions, and there's dungeons in each region, multiple areas, and calendar, history, what's going on, and all that sort of stuff. Those are enemies out there. So when it goes yellow like that, that means you're within range of an enemy. They haven't spotted us yet. If that goes red, that means someone's in melee combat range, but these guys haven't spotted us yet. You can right click on them. If I had identify monster skill, some of those categories would get filled out, but I don't, so they're not. What else we got here? So greens means all good, and you can rest in green too. We've got a little game within the game, which is play Archomage. I haven't got the deck of cards for that yet to be able to show that, but that's actually quite a fun game. There's a different rule set for it in each inn or tavern, whatever you want to call them. And so you can look at the rules for this one. Victory conditions. So each in this one have a tower 15, a wall of 5, and you either have to get to a tower of 30 or one of the resources to 100, or to destroy your opponent's tower. You have 4 resources. You have quarry, the green one, which is like the army one. I can't remember what they call it, military or army or something. Red one's quarry. You've got magic, and I shouldn't forget this. Maybe it is only 3. Sorry, I will have to do another video showing the Echo Mage gameplay. So I have got the quest to find the cards, because Guy's brother has disappeared with the cards, presumed dead sort of thing. So that's one of our little sub quests that we will be doing. Once we've got that, we can play some card games, and there is a challenge to win a game in every single tavern or inn, which that is something that is shared across most of the Might and Magic games. It's I say it's a fun little game, and it's, you know, fun to go around and win in every tavern. You have to you have a tower, you have a wall, you have cards that either increase your resource generation for one of the resources, whether it be magic, quarry, or the military one. And you have two types. You can increase the resource outright, or you can increase the amount that's generated per turn. And you use that resource to play cards of the same colour. And the objective is either to hit the targets, like that one, you have to get a tower of 30, or one of the resources to 100, or destroy the enemy's tower. You can always destroy the enemy's tower to win. So you'll have some cards that attack, some cards that do damage, some cards that improve your tower or your wall. So overall, it's a fun little side game inside the game. So what we'll do is we'll trigger these guys. See if I can hit them from here. Yep. These guys are pretty weak, so they'll go down quick. But all my characters have either a bow or crossbow equipped. So in all honesty, I'll probably be able to kill these guys before they even get to us.
What a scratch.
Like that. We'll loot their corpses. Now in this area, outside here, there's actually a battle going on. So over there you can see swordsmen. They don't attack you. They are soldiers from your town, and they're fighting the goblins at the moment. So this area has a constantly respawning enemy and ally situation going on. Which most in all the areas, monsters do eventually respawn, but in this particular area they respawn a lot faster. So you have these guys respawning, you have these guys respawning, so it's sort of a constant battle. 8 has that on the starting island, which is you're at a lizardman village, and the lizardmen constantly respawn and are fighting. Oh, I'm going to get their name wrong. Ragnan pirates, I believe they're called. And again, that's a constant spawning battle that's going on. And So that's not everywhere in the game, because they are fighting each other. Oh, that sounds like a shot. No, they're probably fighting each other, so that's fine. While they're fighting each other, we could charge out there, get involved in the battle and loot all the corpses. Or we can go south is the way we want to go. To the area we need to go is Barrow Downs. So we could fight our way through here, kill these guys, carry on, go to this to go to Barrow Downs we have to leave this map. So we head south down this road, yada yada yada, and once we get to the edge of the map we can leave the area to the next area. And there's ways to go that way, ways to go that way, and I believe there's another way to go up here as well, from memory. And there is no selectable difficulty in this. It is just a case of the harder area you go to, the harder it is. So if you go to area too soon, it's going to be harder. The monsters are going to be harder. This area is sort of got the constantly see south to Barrow Downs. That's the way we want to go. Because this area's got constantly respawning monsters, it means you can farm gold and XP early on, like quickly respawning monsters. So it's that's the other thing I'll show you. So learning skills, you learn them at you can learn them at the smithy.
See anything you want?
Here, learn skills. You can learn chain shield. She can't learn anything. He can learn leather. Not every smithy, you can't learn every armor at every smithy, so eventually we want him to learn plate, because that's what the paladin can get really good in. At the moment he here you can sell items too, so we do actually have a set of plate armor which I'm not selling yet, because once he unlocks it we'll give it straight to him. Green means they haven't been identified yet, which she really needs to learn the expert ability. But so if we go over here, say this guy teaches expert staff, and he tells you where the master instructor is, and then that gets recorded in your logbook. Leather expert, that gets recorded in your logbook. So it's best to go to each of these buildings. That's the quest to find the deck of cards. Well, find his brother, but deck of cards is what we're after. So she teaches Fire Magic Master and tells you where the Grandmaster is as well. See, dodging expert, she's got level 4, so she could learn the expert skill, but I don't have enough gold, so it's 2,000 gold. You can one of her skills is she's actually got merchant, which does apply for learning skills as well. So for everyone that can learn it, it's worth getting eventually, just because that way as they learn and upgrade skills, everything gets a little bit cheaper. You've got here. So that's one of the magic item selling places. You've got a bank, you can withdraw, deposit. That's a place for elixirs. This is where you level up, and again, each town has a maximum level that you can level up to within it until you get to the later towns, and then the a cathedral here can heal, so that's where you learn. He will teach merchant, unarmed, dodging merchant. Obviously unarmed and dodging don't help someone wearing plate. So she already knows merchant. She cannot learn merchant, the monk cannot, but paladin can, and the archer can. So cost is 500 on these skills because they're basic skills.
Take care.
And got the town hall there. You got schools of magics. You've got over here. You got the elemental elemental school of earth. You've got the spirit guild, guild of fire, guild of mind, guild of body. Body's like healing magic. You got wells. That one doesn't do anything. You've got guild of air, guild of water, so yeah, I say it's I've always enjoyed this game, along with all the Might and Magic ones. I've possibly played 8 more than this one. The difference between 8 and this one, which I started on but then got distracted, but is 8 you have 5 party slots and you can change heroes in and out of it. Ones you're not using, go to like a central guild sort of place and you can swap them in and out anytime you visit the guild, and I quite like that. You don't have the NPC slots, instead you have 5 heroes, but in that one you can get a dragon as one of your heroes. So yeah, but you do start off with 1 hero in that, whereas this you start off with 4, and then you have to find the heroes around. Some of them require certain quests before you can get them. Others will just join you either straight away or when you hit a certain level. And yeah, it's I quite like it. I quite like the both styles. I quite like this one with the NPCs. Like I said, you don't have to have all the skills yourself if you can get a couple of good NPCs. Like I know there is an NPC in this where you can identify all items with the NPC, but they just take percentage of all your gold found. So just depending on how you build your party and that sort of thing. This little screen just tells you any bonuses you've got, so that's fire resistance, lightning resistance, that sort of thing. So it all shows up very nicely, and if you right click on it, it tells you how long they all last. So let's see that's duration 1 hour plus 5 minutes per point of skill. So let's cast it on. myself there. If we right click on them, active, because it's just a solo one, it's not a party one, but it says 1 hour 2 minutes of bless. So everything's you can get the conditions good, but you can get weak from not resting, and also negative effects from enemy spells and that sort of stuff, or traps, or tells you what your quick spell's set to, and the information is always quite good with these games. If you right click over the map, you can actually see what all these buildings are. So if you're sort of lost on what you're trying to find, so that's quite nice. You can zoom in, zoom out. Obviously she's old school games, old school graphics, but that's never bothered me personally. I'd much rather have fun than look at something pretty. But you've got little icons that pop up here too for spells. So get health, mana, all pretty simple things, but I personally find it quite accurate, concise, easy to know what's going on, and I just have fun with them. So this has been a little bit of a rambling rant, but if there is any interest, I can show some more gameplay of the game further into the game, or yeah, I'm happy to do sort of, if people are interested, I'm happy to do whatever, because never mind playing this, that's for sure. Once I do unlock the cards, I'll probably upload a video of the card game, just so people can see how it's played, and I might wait to unlock a couple of different towns, and we can go around and play a few different games of it, and see how they slightly vary per town. Hopefully you've enjoyed my ramblings today. It's literally has just been me rambling on about a game I love, and done a few of newer games recently, so I thought I'll pull out one of the old girls to show people who, a lot of people probably have heard of Might and Magic series, especially the Heroes of Might and Magic games, obviously quite popular games, but yeah, it's good to look back at one of the old original, well, not really original, we know it's number 7, but one of the older classics. Anyway, I'm rambling on my rambling. Thank you for watching the video, and if you're keen on seeing more of this, do the whole like and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you in the next video. Citrus out.